Good morning. This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.com for Sunday, September 20th. Just another fantastic week in the market for us. Market continues to climb that wall of worry and climb the backs of the shorts and the bears, at least the ones who are still trying to throw money at the market on the wrong side of the market. Uh, Nice extension last week. We were a little weak on Friday, but it was options expiration. We did have very crappy earnings from Oracle the day before. So really the action we saw the last couple of days of this past week were actually, pretty decent considering the kind of news that we were looking at. Here you can see on the Dow 15-minute chart, we're going into our third week now of this rally from the 9200 area. Support right now, at least on this bearish rising wedge, we're looking at 97.50 area. But if we flip over to the daily chart, here you can see this very compressed bearish rising wedge. But like we saw a few days ago, we had a red day and then we saw extension. We had a red day on Thursday, and then perhaps tomorrow we'll see another gap up and further upside extension. Maybe we'll actually see that test of 10K. RSI up over the 70 level right now. MACD is strong. ADX is strong. On bounce volume. Stochastics all very strong here. Another thing to note, since we came back from the Labor Day weekend, volume has been increasing. And this is a good sign that we're seeing this volume increase, albeit it's, not to the size we'd like to see, but it is increasing. 20-day exponential is now about 300 points lower, so that would be our downside risk should we see a decent sell-off in the next few days. That would be where we'd look for support. But for now, we're gonna dance at the party, dance close to the door, and just let the funds who have crappy performances for this quarter chase the market over the next week or so. Um, as I had mentioned in the other video, we're probably looking at a lot of window dressing coming up. That's when hedge funds try to lie about their performance. They buy stocks that were big performers during the quarter, even though they didn't own them, so that when they, try to con people into investing with them, they say, hey, see, we own some of the biggest stocks that popped over the last quarter. Granted, they don't tell you that they bought it, the last few days and they didn't make any money. Irregardless, we've still got a lot of money sitting on the sidelines that have sat out this rally, and they need to chase performance right now. And we're still seeing the quotation mark experts come on CNBC and tell us that this market is crap. It shouldn't be up here. So as long as we have lots of negative voices like that, we should be okay. When you start seeing them call for big moves in the market, then it's time to really get cautious. But let's jump into some stock plays. ASTM should go big early this week. This red close on Friday was kind of BS. We saw a lot of this end of the day BS painting on a lot of small caps on Friday, i.e., ASTM was at 43 cents, and somehow they were able to close it at 41 cents on a closing print. Saw that across the board. Usually, when we see action like that, especially in the small caps, right at the end of the close, it tends to mean we'll see a pop the following day. More times than not, it's the market makers trying to steal some inventory for a pop the following day. So let's see if that holds true tomorrow. ASTM, Golden Cross happening. This has been very, very good for small caps over the last several weeks. No reason to think it won't be the same here on ASTM. We're looking for at least a move to the 50-cent plus area. And, whenever we get setups like this, it's crazy, but news always seems to follow. We're also looking at getting a positive MACD cross on ASTM, and that has also coincided with big moves in the stock before. So a lot of positive tailwinds here. Stochastics about to break 50, and I think this is going to be a very big week for ASTM. KAZ late alert on Friday. This is a play on the natural gas price spike that we saw over the last 2 days and again on Friday. Breakout is a close above one. It closed right at its 200-day moving average. Should see a nice gap on this one tomorrow, and upside here is pretty substantial. I mean, we're looking for at least a move to $1.20, but we're looking at an area like this. $1.20 to $1.60 is upside on this. And if you've seen the moves that some of these small cap oil and gas plays have been doing over the last week or so, this is not a stretch to say we could be looking at this. RSI, nice uptrend. Volume has been increasing nicely. Strong MACD, strong ADX. On bounce volume shows the funds starting to come in, strong stochastics, and this one should be a gap and run play tomorrow. LOOK, Look Smart, search engine stock. As we said in the alert on Friday, search sector has just been on fire over the last few days. Google, 52-week high, Yahoo, uh, Omniture got bought up by Adobe. Just the sector is on fire right now. Great chart here. These guys also are trading $4.5 million under their cash value. So you're buying a stock with decent earnings in a hot sector that's trading below its cash balance. Hello, support $1.15. We closed above the 200-day moving average on Friday, and we should just see this one explode this week. First target is a move to $1.40, but that really only takes it back to its range that it's been trading within, over the last several weeks. So we could see some further upside in this one, and a break of $1.40. We're looking at a move to 160 plus. Here's the 1 year chart. So we're looking, at least a move to $1.40, and then $1.60 is our next target range on this one. TSTR, we got in this one a couple of days ago. We got a huge spike. We booked gains, and then it dipped nicely for us again towards the end of the day on Thursday. We were able to add back with a scalp target of $1.55. Bounce back big again on Friday. Just love the setup on this stock. As I mentioned, posted a link in the chat room. I'm not sure if I emailed it out. These guys are about to go live with their satellite in a couple of weeks. Mobile service, email, internet service. Very, very cheap valuation here. Chart looks fantastic. Breakout, $1.70. RSI looks great. Stochastics, ADX, all very nice here. And, this seems to be a very cheap play on the mobile hotness that we've been seeing right now. If this rally continues over the next several weeks, here you can see on the 2 year chart, we've got a cup and handle breakout here. Here's the cup, handle breakout. $2 is what sets this one free, and really over the next several weeks to the end of the year, theoretically, just looked on this chart, we could see a move to $3 to $4 here, especially with hype. Their satellite is top of the class. I believe it is one of the most sophisticated satellites out there, just because it just went up and just got launched. So lots of upside in this one. We're going to be playing this one for a while. Gives great movement, lots of scalp opportunities. This is the kind of stock we can hold a core position in and then add to scalps on dips, and then get 10, 15, 20 cent pops on it. But it looks very, very good for this week. ZHNE, we continue to sit on this one. Chart continues to coil for a move. Does this before every big move. Again, we're looking for 70 to 93 cents as our targets on this one. ADX, Stochastics, all saying this one's a go. Should go early this week. Quick mention on GETA. Monster win for us last week. We booked fat gains, 100% gains on it. This was a play on BAM management. The other BAM management play, of course, is GNVC. It was at the same meeting as CVM, the flu meeting in DC. Stock continues to try to break out. 85 cents is the launch point here. And again, we're looking for a big move on this one, at least to $1.10 to $1.20. All the indicators are a go. It's just a matter of what news launches this stock. And, the track record for BAM management stocks lately, especially bios, has been phenomenal, to say the least. ABTL, Autobytel, nice little play. We got as high as 75 cents on Friday, hit our first target, and then continued to go higher. Saw a little shakeout. We saw a lot of that in the small cap stocks. Strong support, 60 cents. No reason why this one's not going to continue to stair step higher over the coming weeks. Azure, we've played this one before. This is the company where the hedge fund has essentially taken control of the company. They were able to kick out management. We started rebuying this stock 25 cents on Thursday on news that the CEO finally got kicked out. These guys own a nice chunk of ASUR, and it goes without reason that they're going to want to paint this stock higher going into quarter end. Again, 25-cent area is where we'd be looking to add. 30 cents is the breakout on this one, to close over 30 cents. And, it's clear sailing over that. This is a cash-rich tech stock with a hedge fund that's taking control. I've rarely seen situations like this where the stocks don't head substantially higher in the coming weeks. So we're getting a nice little cash-rich play at the bottom in a market where micro-cap stocks like this are just on fire. Would be very surprised if we don't see this one go big. And as all 20 to 30 cent stocks, target is 40 to 50 cents on this one. Last but not least, quick mention on UDW. Looks good. Breakout is 30. We're just sitting and waiting on this one. It took a couple of days for VTRO after its initial spike. Breakout, 40 cents. That's it for the video. See you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Goodbye.